The systematic manner in which the people are vaccinated, it ensured that the people who could get infected and have problem, they were saved. Because our country, most of the people had already been vaccinated in the adults group, and even in the adolescents we had started vaccination by that time. These are the things which actually saved our country, and the effect of COVID was blunted in our country.
In comparison
To West and USA.
I want to ask you, the world, the Indian Armed Forces did very well in tackling the pandemic, the COVID pandemic in last 2-3 years. And internationally we saw that there were many waves. There are countries which till few months ago were also suffering very badly from COVID.
Yes.
But India did not suffer as much as they did after after controlling the second wave.
Yes.
What was the reason? Why do you think you have been working with the national health system also, sir? You are the top military doctor now. So why do you think India fared better than others in handling the COVID pandemic?
Actually, if you look at all three waves, first wave, the peak occurred later in our country. Why? Because we had lockdown. Because of lockdown, the infection occurred here later in the people, and the peak had already passed. While Europe and USA were reeling under the attack and mortality was so great, the peaking of the wave had still not occurred in our country. So we saved a lot of people there. After second wave, by the second wave, the first line workers had already been vaccinated. And there were very few deaths in the vaccinated people. The Prime Minister's campaign of having indigenous vaccines and ensuring that all the people get vaccine in a systematic manner. We first gave it to the first line workers, including medical workers and others who were involved in COVID management. After that, we gave to other high-risk groups. The systematic manner in which the people are vaccinated, it ensured that the people who could get infected and have problem, they were saved. So there also the mortality came down. And once when the third wave came, it was very mild in our country. Co-micron, if you remember, was the virus that was there at that time. It was very mild because our country, most of the people had already been vaccinated in the adults group, and even in the adolescents we had started vaccination by that time. So it is these steps, initially the lockdown, then followed by taking appropriate precautions, and then vaccination. These are the things which actually saved our country, and the effect of COVID was blunted in our country.
In comparison
to West and USA.